Hi everybody, my name is Jeff. I wanted to make a video on putting a 34 pict carburetor on a car that has an alternator without using a spacer. I don't know, there's a lot of things out there, a lot of people talking about it in the forums about flipping, the linkage or whatever. Anyway, this is my 1776. This engine here is a 1776 cc. That's what I pulled out of my bus. I'm going to rebuild it. It has the oil cooler's leaking. This engine here had a 34 pict 3 carburetor on it. So this is my rebuilt engine. Just finished rebuilding this one. This engine is a 1685 cc and it had a 3031 pict carburetor on it. I wanted to put my 34 pict carburetor on there, but the linkage is hitting the alternator. I'll show you. This is the 3031 pict, and it has this offset. I don't know why it's like that. There must be a reason. Here's my 34 pict carburetor I had on my 1776. I'm going to put it on here. Okay. Now I can't use this as an example because I've already done the linkage. Alright, this is a German 34 pict carburetor. We're going to put this on here. Now, on a 34 pict carb, what you end up with is this linkage. It hits the alternator. There's no way this is going to function. I mean, it's just hitting right off the bat. There must be something different on this engine with the intake manifold. It's because it's obviously a 1/4 of an inch or whatever closer to the alternator than it was on my 1776. So anyway, let's take this off. I'll show you all what I did. This is the carburetor I want to use. I made a plate. Basically, this is factory orientation, where it's like this. Now this one is just straight up and down. All you have to do is take your linkage apart. I'll pull this off. Okay, this is the arm that was on this piece here. Let me show you all you have to do. This is very easy. Now this piece was flipped. This is my original piece right here. It sits in here like this. This sits there. Okay. This is proper orientation. Basically what we're going to do, we're going to lose this piece here. I'll lose that piece. This piece has to get flipped so that it's sitting like that. You'll no longer be able to read the negative and the positive with the line in the middle. If you in the linkage, if you read, it has the negative, positive in the line. You'll no longer be able to see that. But this is going to be your new orientation right there. I made this. This is the plate I made. I was looking for some metal that was the same thickness as this, but I couldn't find anything. This is real close to the same thickness. So I took this piece. It wasn't this exact piece. Anyway, the drill bit. I drilled a hole right there. Took this drill bit, drilled my hole. I didn't do it with this on there because you'll mess up the threads in your original piece. But you can mark it with a pencil. Take your pencil, put a dot you'll know where you need to drill your hole. Okay, basically you're going to end up tapping the original hole. You drill this hole out right here, and then you orientate this, and you're going to drill another hole for your linkage part. Just put your little pin, your little mark there, drill that hole. This is what it's going to look like. This is the piece. Let me hold the phone this way. Okay. There it is, attached to the linkage. Okay. This piece was flipped. It would be sitting like this, and now it's going to be like this. Put all this back together. Now I threaded that top piece so that the original bolt fits. So this is my new setup right here. It's wanting to be at rest about right there. Mine was sitting right in the middle. It still gives you room to be able to play with the accelerator pump. So this, don't forget to put your clip back on right there. Let me show you how this looks on here now. Don't have this motor, and I'm sure it runs. Anyway, this is what we got now. There's my linkage now. I guess you'll just have to get you a wrench. You have to, put your wrench on there. You could still be able to adjust that. Let me put a nut on here. Okay, so now get this thing to focus. That throttle's wide open and it's not hitting at all. And that's it. That's all I did. I didn't buy no spacer. The reason I didn't want to buy a spacer is it would raise my carburetor, and I'm using the original oil bath oil cleaner, air cleaner, and on the bus you only have limited space here, and I didn't want to raise that and have possible interference on the top of the engine compartment there. So that's my video on how I use my linkage. Hope it works out. Any questions, just leave them below. Thanks, bye.